What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Equal Espresso, and welcome back to another Advanced Warfare video here today. And before we go too far, I want to thank you guys for the surprising support on yesterday's Ghost DLC video. Ghost usually is a dud on my channel. Advanced Warfare is where a ton of you come from and what you guys all want. So it's a bit surprising to me that it did so well. So thank you guys for that. But today we're going to be talking about the storyline trailer that was dropped on Tuesday. Of course, we saw some multiplayer in that, but we already covered that, and I think more than a little bit on that. I turned a 7-second bit of footage into an 8-minute video that can be found down below if you haven't seen it yet. But since we're back to Advanced Warfare news, we can bump our target goal of likes back up, and I think we should take it one step further. Let's aim for 70 likes today on this video here. You guys have been continually breaking the 60 that we've been setting, and 5 of the last 7 videos have actually broken 100 likes, so I think 70 is a good number to shoot for this one. Now, we're just 10 days out from the multiplayer reveal, so we've got a busy schedule for the next few days. DLC for the next few, then right into the swing of things with the multiplayer reveal and a brand new trailer, so it's going to be a good 2 weeks or so. But today we'll be focusing on some things that we can see from the storyline trailer that was dropped on Tuesday, whether that be new tech, mechanics, guns, or things like that just relating to the storyline. So that being said, let's start off with the storyline because that's how our trailer starts off with the quote, "It was the first global terrorist attack in history. They struck nuclear reactors on 5 continents simultaneously." So right there, who is they? From previous knowledge, they is the KVA. What that stands for, we do not yet know, but we do know these guys will be the antagonists, at least for the beginning of the campaign. The whole balance of power thing that Jonathan Irons seems to have a hard time dealing with, that will probably be the other antagonist. Potentially, I'll call it now, it could lead into the sequel of an Advanced Warfare 2. Next, we get into we turn to a private military monologue. From there, you can see they're doing some pretty amazing things, fighting the wars, reducing casualties, building cities back up from the rubble. Atlas is going to be one of those companies that to the world does nothing wrong whatsoever. The figurative grandchild that couldn't hurt a fly. Meanwhile, the back workings of the company will be plagued with a power thirst and a struggle for the proper use of that power. The speech from Kevin Spacey's character Jonathan Irons, I'm presuming, will be a speech at the United Nations that he will have at some point in time in the campaign based on one official image that we got released to us that was titled COD AW UN speech.jpg. So take that how you will, but I'm assuming that Irons will either have Atlas at the love of the UN, either as a sanctioned company, or the UN will just have an uncontrolled respect for their work. That being said though, we know much of where this will go at this point. The storyline information is pretty much all the same after that. We've seen it all in previous trailers or bits from Call of Duty themselves, so how it will play out, Irons losing his marbles, going into a tailspin of thirst for power, and our characters being caught in the crossfire, that'll be interesting to see, and of course, as I say, only time will tell. So what are some new features and add-ons to the game that we can see showcased in this trailer? Well, there are only a few, but what they are is absolutely awesome and can potentially be seen in multiplayer as well. So let's move in a linear fashion. Let's start from the beginning. First up, we're going to talk about are the drop pods. We saw these in the E3 gameplay level induction, so we've had this knowledge now for a while, but what it got me thinking was we've heard the rumors of dynamic load ends now for years, but what if that was actually how we spawned into multiplayer? And I get that a lot of people would probably be up in arms because, air quote, Titanfall did it first, but I could see it being a cool way to actually get into a game. So that's all sheer speculation, and most of this should be taken as such because until we see some multiplayer gameplay on the 11th or actually have the game in our hands in November, we can't really be 100% sure of what will make it over into the multiplayer sector of Advanced Warfare. So next up that I want to talk about is grappling. We saw this only for a brief few seconds in the storyline gameplay, but it was something that blew me away because it looked so cool and fluent. I'm not sure if you guys have ever played the game Just Cause 2. When I would play that would be one of the things that I would do all the time. I would just go into free roam and grapple everywhere, get around the world, and it was just a fun time. So it's a very cool feature and plausible in a future setting. Now, if that makes it into multiplayer as well, that would be an unbelievably revolutionary thing, and I only think that because I can't only imagine having an ability like that in only 1 or 2 campaign missions, and something that is usually a norm in campaign usually carries over into multiplayer. Now, the last 2 things that I want to mention I think could potentially be score streaks for multiplayer. The first of which is the fly drone, fully listed as the Fly Drone V2.05. We see this only for a brief few seconds as the other things, but what it is similar to the Spider Drone in Black Ops 2, which of course couldn't fly, but it seemingly has facial recognition software built into it that allows it to recognize our players from the first person point of view. It knows all about our character Private Mitchell that we'll be playing as in the campaign. So where could this come into play in multiplayer? My thoughts would be like a recon drone in Modern Warfare 3 that would tag the enemies on the minimap, or perhaps we would be switching to some personal streaks, as in this would act as a personal UAV only for the player using it. So the last thing what we're going to talk about today is the Swarm. We've seen this one in the induction gameplay as well, and we've had it around for quite some time now, but we still don't know the extent of what it will be like in game. Obviously, there are loads more than the Swarm that we're used to in Black Ops 2, and they don't seem to deal as much damage, so potentially this possible streak either will not do as much damage as possible, or it will be a change up completely. Like I said, this whole second portion of the video is speculation until we've seen gameplay or played the game for ourselves. We have absolutely no idea what is ahead of us in terms of multiplayer, but I thought that I would share with you guys some of my thoughts and ideas with you guys. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Do you think we'll be seeing some of these abilities and features in the multiplayer of Advanced Warfare, or will they be strictly single player? If you did like the video, please leave a like rating down below. Any shares to your Facebook, Twitter, and MySpace if you like that. Always greatly appreciated. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe for the best of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare content. Any new news and information, you guys know exactly where to find it right here up on my channel. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. My name is Nicola Espresso. As always, if you guys are having a great day, I shall see you guys tomorrow. Take care and peace.
Surprise, motherfucker.